Last week we announced the YEA apprenticeship program, and I got this question from a dear friend of mine. It goes, what do you mean by climate smart food production? So in order to answer this question, we need to first of all understand what is meant by climate change, at least from a farmer's perspective. Climate change is something that we have been experiencing for some decade now in Nigeria. It is only, I would say, now more noticeable for most people. The first thing about climate change is disruption in weather pattern. As a farmer, we know when to expect rainfall, when to expect heat, and we also know the cessation period in a farming season. We can almost, guess in the past to the point of mastery when these things happen. But these patterns are now changing, and we are not able to predict rainfall patterns in the old-fashioned way, and this is costing us a lot. In fact, rainfall patterns have become so erratic. It is now accompanied by sometimes intense water scarcity during the August breaks, sometimes by more frequent floods or heat waves that damage crops. So this has led to unexpected losses and hardship for farmers. Secondly, we are now seeing an increased difficulty in controlling pests and diseases. We are noticing a growing population of pest incidents. As you know, scientifically, warmer temperature can result in faster reproduction rates for pests and diseases. And this makes it more difficult for farmers to control them. This has introduced new threats to crops in the farm areas that were previously unaffected. So it is not uncommon for pesticides that used to work at certain application rate to become less efficient, and this will cause you to spend even more in terms of labor and money. So now that we know what climate change is, climate smart farming is at least three things. First is acknowledging that these changes are happening. Two is measuring these changes: temperature, rate of water losses, etc. Soil information changes at a much more higher, frequency. And thirdly, taking farm decisions according to these changes. So if you're a young person and you are interested in building a consulting portfolio as a service provider on climate smart agriculture, you're invited to join our free apprenticeship program using the link in the description. Your portfolio will include things like crop and livestock production, inclusive finance, conservation agriculture in mechanized cultivation, and a lot more, all revolving around climate smart agriculture.